Welcome back to the KD Ratio. We just had a beautiful Christmas and a happy holidays. Justin, how was your Christmas?
It was good. Can't complain. Saw the family. Not as much family as I would like.
Yeah.
I actually had a sister who just gave birth to another nephew. I now have 4 nephews.
Awesome.
So
Congrats.
that's exciting.
Yeah.
So obviously she couldn't make it, and other families married. So
just a nice little family gathering.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
Same with me. It was we hung lights up before we ate dinner, which I thought we should probably be a little bit more proactive on hanging lights.
What do you mean you hung Christmas lights?
We finished the Christmas lights across the front of our house when everyone else was done early December. So
Did you finish on Christmas or
Yeah, moments before Christmas dinner, we were hanging lights.
So you're telling me you guys hung up the lights on Christmas. Now, are you guys gonna take them down right away, or
see? That's what I was kind of unsure about. I was like, why would we put these up if in a week we're taking them down? But I didn't want to complain too much. I was just like, you know what? If it looks good in the neighborhood, then that's all right with me.
Yeah.
But while we were hanging Christmas lights, it's cold out. It's wintertime. And my
California
sister,
winter.
it's it's 75.
Yeah.
We're complaining. My sister said the weirdest thing. So it's cold, and we're both cold, outside wearing jackets and all. And she goes, "It's colder than a witch's tit out here." And that immediately got me thinking, cursing is an art. It's a linguistical art. I don't know if linguistical is an art, is a word.
It is now.
It is now, thanks to the KD ratio.
But you're right. There is an art to it, and there's a proper way to do it. You can't just go around throwing out curse words all willy-nilly.
No, because it hits the ear wrong.
So okay, so do you have any examples of what a bad what's the word?
Just
what's bad cursing?
So I would say bad cursing, and I don't want to drop too many bad words, I don't know how people are going to take that, but I feel like if you over-season it, so if say you stub your toe, you're like, fuck bitch, and you're like, what? Why did that sound so weird?
Yeah.
It's not like a usual, that's not something you say. But colder than a witch's tit? Or you stub your toe, you're like, God damn it.
It's well, I know tit really isn't a curse word. But if you think about it, you got your curse word as the base, and you got to season it with other words.
Because what if she said oh, it's colder than a witch's boob out here? You're like, what? That also doesn't sound too right. It's that nice middle ground of it's not explicit.
So what you're saying is there are curse words.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like a formula. It's you can use these words with this curse word, but you can't use these words with this.
Yeah.
You can I can't think of an example off the top of my head.
If I was in class and I was like, I have to fucking piss right now. Wouldn't that just hit your ear?
Aggressive.
Yeah, it's aggressive, and it's it's kind of you're like, ew, that just sounds gross. But if you're like, I have to go to the damn bathroom, rolls off the tongue better. It hits.
But you're also toning back the word a little bit.
Yeah, and
because dropping an F-bomb is a lot more hostile than just saying damn.
Yeah. But what if she was like, see, because and that's why we have phrases what the F, son of a B, god damn, that, those are set in stone because they were created for perfection, perfectional cursing.
I never thought of it like that.
I think it truly is an art.
It's like our forefathers laid the foundation for the curse words we have today. Yeah. So why are you doing it?
So yeah, I think if you know how to do it right, you know how to place them, you know how to season your sentence, you could definitely slip in some cuss words. So you know what? I gave the sister a high five. I said, you know what? I've never experienced a witch's tit, but I'm assuming that it'd be as cold as we are right now.
It is an art form.
But
speaking of the art form,
yeah,
let's talk about fucking gingerbread houses. Yeah, see what I did there?
I have a lot. to say about gingerbread houses.
I don't get them.
I have 3 reasons. 1, they taste like shit. I don't like gingerbread, like homemade gingerbread cookies or like ginger snaps are fire. They're amazing. But a gingerbread house, everything in that little kit is made out of the cheapest ingredients. And you know what I thought of? Because your roommate had them out for like 2 or 3 weeks. Not even the ants want to eat them. That's how shitty they are.
Okay, but here's the question though. Are gingerbread houses really meant to be eaten?
See, that's the thing. Because it's like...
But then you ask yourself, if they're not meant to be eaten,
they're meant to be
why
built.
are they made out of food?
They're meant to be built. But think about it. That is the most broken down house. Like, the foundation is shit. The walls, like, that icing, it's not cement. That thing holds still for like 2 minutes and then it falls. Gumdrops, stale, in the box.
You're probably going to get a lot of roof leaks.
It's poor. It's a poor house. And not even, like, I get it's food. I get it's just a fun activity to do with
central
people.
heating?
No, like, there's no plumbing.
But
it's dilapidated.
But okay, so I get the festiveness of gingerbread houses.
I get it, yeah.
Like,
I get why there's market. Aren't they there? They're right there.
Yeah, we actually see them right now. We'll just leave them. But it is festive, and I understand why people do them.
Yeah.
Right? But the thing is, they're borderline unedible. A day after you make it, they're stale as a rock.
If we tried to bite those right now, we would hurt ourselves.
You would have to take me to the dentist. I would need a new tooth.
Yeah, I'm not I had braces on for like 4 years. I don't need them back.
Here's my question. Why make them out of food if nobody eats them?
I think because it's the fun. I think it kind of brings that childlike wonder into yourself. Kind of like you play with your food.
Yeah.
You're playing with your food, but you're making a house. Like
I will say this. You do have the fun of sneaking a gumdrop.
Yeah.
Every once in a while you're making it.
See, I think the last time I made a gingerbread house was like in maybe middle school when it was like we're all in class like the day before we go on Christmas break. Like, let's all make gingerbread houses. Mine turned out, walls collided on itself, just full on collapse, and I gave up.
Never made a gingerbread house again.
From that day on, I refuse. They don't even offer me when they are making them. They're like, you want to watch? I'm like, no, not even that.
Is it just me, or is it like these typical festive things you're supposed to do, like making gingerbread houses,
Christmas caroling?
Okay, I'm going to stop my statement really quick. I will say all of these things are really fun when you're doing them with family because it's more about the company.
Yeah.
But if you really just break down the activities themselves,
they're not fun.
They're not fun.
No.
They really aren't. But then again, what activities are fun without friends?
Sleeping.
I do like to sleep in peace.
Yeah. But no, yeah, they're not edible. They always break down. I have a third reason.
But those ones are pretty sturdy.
Those ones, because those are bricks now.
Okay. Let's take a step back. Have you ever considered that maybe you're just bad at making gingerbread houses?
I know I'm bad, and it's not the fact that I'm bad that I gave up. It's the fact that they have you as a losing advantage to begin with. They know that icing stays it's not super glue. Like maybe I'll super glue everything, get it nice, and then decorate.
Hold on, we gotta take a step back. We're not living in these gingerbread houses.
For a reason, they don't stay up.
Alright, Kirby, you come back in 20 years with the gingerbread technology where we can make a huge gingerbread house. Actually, I think somewhere in the world has the biggest gingerbread house, and I'm pretty sure it is life size.
We're gonna have to check that out.
I could look that up right now, actually.
Let's check it out.
I feel like I read about that recently.
But that is definitely a gripe. And if you agree, let us know. Because if we're just being,
Scrooges?
Yeah, if we're just being negative, let us know. Comment. But
I don't want to be taken the wrong way though. I do love the holidays. I love looking at Christmas lights with friends and things like that. But
I plan to go Christmas caroling sometime, preferably not sober.
No, That's our opinion on gingerbread houses.
Yeah. And since New Year's is right around the corner, do you have any New Year's resolutions you want to get out?
Oh, I have a New Year's resolution. It's not like a fun one.
Okay.
It's not gonna be like super.
Are they ever fun? I feel like
sometimes they can be fun, but sometimes I feel like a New Year's resolution has to be something to like improve yourself.
You're supposed to like give a little kick in the ass.
Yeah. So personally, mine this year is I want to own a piece of property by the end of the year.
Okay.
Whether it be rental property, buying a house, just maybe even just buying like a small little condo.
Yeah.
I just want to own some sort of property at the end of this year, and that's my goal.
Okay. Any specific place that you want to own property at? Gingerbread house.
It depends if it's a property I'm going to live in or if it's one that I want to rent. Like, it really depends on what the situation that's given to me in 2021 is.
Yeah.
So really no specific areas right now. I'm just that's just my goal.
Gotcha.
And, come January 1st, I'm going to be working towards it.
Yeah.
What about you? You got any goals?
Definitely continue to keep this podcast going and improving. I think, for one to pursue a career of comedy, I'm always constantly thinking. The other day I was really like thinking of some topics, and it's not as easy as it seems. Like you really have to know, like, is this something to talk about? Is this something to really bring conversation into, and also like make jokes along the way?
Yeah. And talking to our viewers, this is kind of like difficult because we think we're entertaining.
Oh yeah.
You and I hang out. We have good conversations. We have a lot of laughs all the time. But honestly, we don't know how other people perceive it.
Yeah.
So like a lot of we have to think a lot about what we're going to talk about. And we kind of just hope for the best.
Yeah, I mean.
So if you guys want to leave some feedback, comments or anything, we got Instagram.
Like I do thank our viewers, because they said, some of our personal friends who were listening, they said that did a pretty good job. They liked the production, they liked sound quality, they were saying uplifting things for me to relay back to you if you didn't hear that, like, hey man, we're taking steps in the right direction. And I think that's why I want to continue on. And also I'm trying to do my first once quarantine is lifted, I'd like to do my first stand-up show. I think I want to get like 10 to 15 minutes of quality comedy, and just get that first on-stage experience out of the way. So
that'd be fun.
Keep that in the looks. Keep an ear out for
Probably
that.
Record that. Get that on the YouTube channel as well.
That would be really good. Yeah. So
yeah.
And I did improv. I did improv this past year, and that's I could talk about that a little bit. Unfortunately, we did. With quarantine being up, we had to stop. Just some great people all around. But I remember my first show, I did pregame. I was a little nervous to go up in front of people for the first time, so I killed one claw. A tall boy claw.
Oh, okay, tall boy. I was gonna say one claw is not much of a pregame.
It was enough, because I was like, I'm not gonna eat. I'm gonna kill this claw and then go for it. And I would say for the first time, I took a little bit of that edginess towards it. There was one scene to where it was me and another person in the club, and they said, okay, what's the relationship between these two people? And they were like, oh, they're married. And they were like, okay, but like how, like, are they related? And someone was like, oh yeah, they're cousins. And I was like, boom, Alabama. Like we're going to the South. So I was like, how you doing, cousin Beth? Like, brings us to a conclusion.
Yeah.
Conclusion of the second Katie ratio.
I think that's it for today.
Yep.
If you're watching this on YouTube and you want to hit us with a subscribe, give us your feedback in the comments. We'll also have all of our social media in the comments. And if you're on Spotify listening, then you can find us on Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook, and it's just the Katie ratio. That's pretty much it. You can find us anywhere there. We'll post updates, highlight clips and things like that, and you can just follow us. And you always know when we're going live or when we have something to say.
Boom. All right.
That's it. And until then, we'll see you guys next week.
Have a good one.